Hey, what's up guys? Finally back with another video. Today's topic is gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be more of what's been happening in my life, my family's life, and pretty much what's been happening in general, because I haven't been vlogging a long time. I've been kind of MIA on social media and pretty much just ghost in general. So if you guys don't follow me on social media, you guys know that my family and I were currently dealing with a loss of a loved one in our family, and this episode is going to really talk about how to deal with it, how to really grieve, just how to move on and just deal with a loss of a loved one. So if you guys follow me on social media, and most of my close friends and family, they would know that, you know, recently I lost my mother-in-law. She recently passed away on Wednesday, November 21st, right that Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So it's been really tough on myself, and even harder for my wife Maggie and my brother-in-law and my father-in-law. So it's just caught us by surprise. My mother-in-law wasn't sick or anything. It's just you know, what happened was she went on a regular routine. She went to cardiac arrest, and what happened was she had lack of oxygen to the brain, and what happened was the brain was suffered a lot, and caused a lot of swelling, and long story short, she passed away. Took us by surprise. It's really hard, you know, and to be honest, you know, myself, you know, I've lost a lot of motivation to do anything, because I've been just so down, and just it's very hard to deal with, because it's one of those things where it feels surreal at times, because it's like it happened, but when you wake up, it's still like it didn't happen, you know. Like sometimes when I'm walking Vinny at night, you know, I'm still thinking like it almost sounds as if it didn't happen, you know, as if my mother-in-law is still with us. But it's been hard. Thank you for those who reached out to me, Maggie, my family. It really means a lot to us, you know, because in the time of need, we really know and we really appreciate the people that's been supportive, and that's just been really checking up on us. It really means a lot from the bottom of our hearts. It means a lot, and we just had the service this past weekend, and again, it was bittersweet. It was hard, but yet it was also kind of like closure for us, but still hard at times. So talking about dealing with the loss of a loved one, it's like we're always gonna miss it. I'm handling my way, like, you know, I'm trying to really get back to routines, because I've been off with everything. We're talking about sleep, we're talking about nutrition, eating, just regular routines. Everything's all off, you know. Regular routines all off. I haven't been gymming consistently, but at a time like this, you know, going to the gym is the last thing on my mind. Tracking my macros, the last thing on my mind. You know, I just remember the last 3 weeks. If I could describe it, it was one of the longest, but yet the quickest 3 weeks ever. Because I remember every day, I would run out of work, run straight to the hospital multiple times throughout the day. Just a lot of running around, and you know, it was tough, you know, because there's always that, you know, it's bad, but then you know there's hope. You want to have hope, but you don't want to have too high of hopes. So right now, I'm really trying to move on with, you know, past this. Like, I'm really trying to get my life back. Meaning, I'm trying to gain control back. You know, there are times where I'm just looking through pictures with Maggie. I'm talking to Maggie. It's crazy, because like I literally saw her every day, and it just feels surreal. And right now, step one is to really get back to routine. So tomorrow's gonna be Wednesday, and I'm gonna be going back to work. My work has been keeping me busy. However, what I realized was when I was at work, just you know, getting calls from the hospital, knowing that I have to run back and forth to make sure things are okay, checking on progress and seeing if there's any changes. It's just, it was really hard. It was a lot. It was mentally a lot, and I try my best to at least handle it, like kind of balance my work life and also what's been happening with, you know, my family. You know, one thing we all really learned a lot from this experience is never take anything for granted. Because to be honest, we're all on borrowed time, and life's just too short. Because you know, you don't want to live with regrets, and you know, we don't have any regrets because, to be honest, my mother-in-law, she's been living a, you know, one of the sweetest people I know, and she's been, the last few years has been great for her. And you know, this has been the biggest down point in my life, in my 31 years of existence. So you know, the last few years my life has been filled with lots of highs, you know, some lows, but more highs. And I can honestly say this has been one of the biggest lows in my life thus far. You know, we try to move on. Hopefully within time it gets a little bit easier, but I know it's gonna be different. No matter how much time you give us, it's going to be different, because reality is we're missing my mother-in-law with us. So one feeling that I use to describe is I feel at times numb, and I wouldn't say it's really extremely sad, but I feel incomplete, like I'm missing like a part of me, like something don't feel right, like, you know, like. But we try our best to kind of stick together, and you know, Maggie and I, Kevin, we're really trying our best to kind of like just be strong for the family, and that's what my mother-in-law would want for us, because at the end of the day, you know, she just wants us to grow up, stick together no matter what, and just, you know, move on. But you know, one day at a time right now, that's what we could talk about. You know, just make sure, for anyone else that's going through this, what I find helpful is kind of talking it out. I know at times it's hard to talk to people that may not understand how you're feeling, but you know, just try to reach out to family members. Just remember, you know, that people are there for you, so you don't have to go through it yourself. You know, I know at times we do opt out to be by ourselves. We want to grieve by ourselves, but at times it's also good to not get stuck in that mode where it's like an endless cycle where you're just laying in bed, waking up, you know, thinking about things that, you know, makes you not feel so great, and then you try to sleep it through, and then you wake up again and it goes through. So that's pretty much what's been happening within the last 3 weeks for us. And this is actually one of the first week where everything is pretty much, I wouldn't say necessarily over, because currently Maggie's still running around. There's still things that she has to do with her brother, and I've been helping out as well. So it's like, you know, that's always going to be priority first, family. So hopefully within time we can all slowly get back to routines, meaning slowly get back to work, slowly get back to doing what we enjoyed doing before this accident happened. So in the meantime, we're gonna take it one day at a time, because there's really no time frame how long this process is gonna take. As you can see, I'm pretty much like physique wise, like I feel unmotivated, and it's not even like I don't want to do things, it's just it's been hard for me to get started. So today is day one. I did start to get back in of trying to get back to routine of things, and it has been going well so far. But you know, it's only Tuesday today. We'll see how Wednesday go, Thursday go. I'll try my best to vlog, just to bring you guys along, to kind of update you guys. But please comment, and if you guys ever had to, you know, deal with a loss of a loved one, what do you guys do to cope, and how long did it take you guys? You know, honestly, like myself, my family will love all suggestions, advice, because this is one of those things that's really hard on us right now. And um, it's easier when we're around people like family and friends, but when the but when the gathering is over, reality kicks in again, and we're back to kind of like square one, dealing with it. So that's what's been happening so far in my life. I'm sorry if upload haven't been as consistent, but hope you guys understand. It's just currently priorities right now is for me to be with my family and for us to kind of be together at a time during this time. And hopefully, as I start vlogging more, you'll start seeing us returning back to normal, hear more laughs, because usually within this channel you see a lot of laughs and a lot of joy. And this is actually one of those first time where my family's going through this hard time right now. So I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys can relate. If you guys relate to this, please reach out, like, give us some advice. That's something that it might help us, it might help us, really how to move forward. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.